Brooklyn location, like we discussed?
Brooklyn. I'm in Midtown.
Yeah, and I'm in Madison Square Park. I'm dying to know.
Just tell us.
How was it?
Well, then you know where to find me. Oh, and ladies, it's worth it.
Kat, first one there gets the details. No. I was first.
We're back. Freeform's The Bold Type returns with season 2 tonight. And the stars of the show, Katie Stevens, Aisha Dee, and Meghann Fahy are joining us live to let us know what to expect. Hi, ladies. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I love watching you watch you on there. It's so great. I can tell that you love it.
Aisha doesn't like it.
It's just the scene they were showing. I actually got hurt at the end of it, and they used part of the footage of when I got hurt.
Which part?
We're at freeze frame. I'm starting
the juice
to.
is coming down.
Yeah,
oh, you
I'm
actually
starting
slipped and
to
fell.
fall. I actually slipped and fell, and I bruised both my knees.
Oh, you
really
legit
badly.
fell.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I was really embarrassed, and I cried at my.
But it made an amazing moment for the show. All worth it, I think.
She really did.
Yeah.
Like
such a
she was like, you know when you really.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it again.
It's like, I'm okay.
Where we
So-
were all just like,
Yeah, right. So maybe
waiting
this.
to see if she was dead.
She made it though. Maybe this leads into the answer to this question. The Bold Type has obviously this incredible following. People are excited. Season 2 being announced and everything else. How did it feel for you though, other than injuring yourself, but about walking back on the set and kind of ramping back up for a new season compared to the first time you did it?
It's like coming back from summer camp,
Was that-
or it is summer camp. I don't know which one.
Going to
It's
summer
like,
camp or coming?
Yeah, it's nice because we were finally, acclimated to our characters and, knowing who we were as our characters.
More settled and comfy and.
You know the drill, kind of thing.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But there is that moment where you step back on set and you haven't filmed for, months, and you're like, I still remember how to do this.
People love The Bold Type because it covers every topic from sexual harassment, dating, slut shaming, you name it, you guys go there. I mean, how does that feel to be a part of a show that isn't afraid to shed a light on tougher issues?
It's incredible. I mean, I'm always like, they won't really do that. They won't really make it on TV, and then it really
And it does, yeah.
Yeah.
Has there been something that was the most like that for you, like a topic that, I can't believe we're doing this?
Well, I think just in terms, too, of the way we choose to show certain things. Like, there's a moment in episode 1 where we all read the script and knew what was happening, but the first time we saw this moment between Kat and Adina, we were all like, but I think it's so cool that we are, it feels like we're being as honest as we can.
Yeah.
I got a yoni egg out of Jane's vagina.
Yeah, that's it. It's not like you can take on anything at that point.
Yeah.
For me particularly, when I read a script and I have a sex scene, I'm always just like, why did they choose me?
Yeah. Well, let's say this. Jane, sort of, fans love the dynamic between Jane and the old boss, Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea of where that relationship will go this season, or that you can tell us, or what we can expect between them?
I mean, Jane is no longer
Right.
working at Scarlet, but she does still have moments of seeing Jacqueline.
So there is
and-
still some sort of splashback.
Yeah, there is. She sees Jacqueline. I think for her it's a little bittersweet because she does want to be at Scarlet. But it's nice because I think now she gets to see Jacqueline, and it's still that mentor relationship, but it's not her
Without the
boss
pressure of
anymore.
working there, right?
Yeah, it's not her boss anymore.
All right.
So there's a little less pressure.
Makes
but
sense.
Do they have a ship name? Is it Jane Quillen or?
Is that the
Jane Quellen.
Jane
Jane
Quellen?
Quellen?
Jane
I
Quellen?
didn't know there was a ship name.
There should be.
Well, let's start it.
I'm just saying, if there's not, there should be.
It should be Jane Quellen.
Yeah.
Aisha, you play Kat, a woman in the LGBTQ relationship. What was important for you to get right when it comes to portraying this relationship accurately?
I think just telling one really specific story and making sure that it stays true to like who we always saw Kat as, and just avoiding tropes in general, and just to me it's always read as just like a really fun romantic comedy, like all the ones that I love, except it just happens to be two women of color who happen to be really strong and confident and have.
Yeah. Meghann, what other hot topics is the show going to take on this season, especially for Sutton?
Oh, man. Well, there's definitely we deal with some slut shaming early in the season, and then later in the season we actually meet Sutton's family, her mother.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We go back to her hometown. That's my favorite episode of the season.
Mine too.
We had a really fun time doing that. We spend a lot of time outside of the office with the girls, which we very much wanted for season 2, and we got a lot of that.
Yeah, what do you
We're
love most
excited.
about that experience of kind of, was it shooting it or was it the storyline?
Well, I think, the show is set in New York. Obviously, we
Right.
shoot it in Canada, but I moved to New York when I was 18, so I think that the lifestyle that comes with being of that generation, of like in that time in your life, like out at bars in New York and like experiencing the city that way, it feels like a really important part of the
Yeah.
story to tell, and I think we really got a chance to give that some time.
That's great.
This season.
I can tell that you guys aren't just friends on the show, you're also friends in real life. Was that an instant connection for you guys? Are you hanging out all the time when you're not filming?
Honestly, yeah. We have no other friends.
Like, that's the thing about a successful show.
Don't
like,
tell
no
people
time.
that. That's
You
odd.
have a group text. I feel like
We
it's a
do.
group- Yeah.
I have a group text.
Was there,
We're honestly together so much that we barely text.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we spend so many hours together.
We like to text things we call slow zooms. I don't know if everyone else has this, but like if there's a really terrible photo of one of us, like
just
on the
go right
internet
into
or
the-
and you just zoom in.
we've done that, exactly that before.
Which there are so many bad
Our
photos
only
of all
fight
of us.
as a professional couple
You zoomed
has
in on my
happened.
armpit.
Okay, anyway, we don't have to unpack this right now.
You got like a lazy eye.
How about
zoom on that.
we move from that touchy topic to asking about how we celebrated Katie's engagement?
Oh,
Katie's engagement.
How did we all celebrate that?
how did we?
I cried. I was in. Where was I?
Well, I got
was
engaged in
skiing.
Switzerland, so I
was in
FaceTimed both of
Wyoming.
them.
Yeah.
She was in Wyoming and she cried, and Aisha had the worst reaction ever, and I got so mad at her that when she called me back, I was like, well, now I'm not answering you.
Okay, let
Whoa.
me
She
explain
was
the
drunk
situation.
Oh,
in
okay.
Australia. It was New Year's Eve, and
I
Let's
would
play
like
the
to
air.
explain
Yeah.
because
She was at a wedding.
I was at a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
It had been since 10 a.m. It was my friend who's half Mexican marrying my friend who's Russian, so there was a lot of tequila and a lot of vodka.
And jet
there
lag, everything.
You had to do shots at every toast, and it was,
And
10
by the way,
a.m.
she only really needs one.
Right, so this was like wait on
Such a lightweight, and it
That
was
explains
3
it,
a.m.
yeah. You have
It
to-
was
we'll give
3
some leeway.
a.m.
We give leeway on
I
behalf of her.
honestly didn't hear what she
Right.
was saying.
so I go, Aish, look at my hand, and I did this, and she goes, my Uber's here. Can I call you later?
I was like, cool ring, bye.
The best thing was a week later, she texted me really upset, and because I group texted, the guys included, and she was like, "Why didn't you personally tell me?" And I was like, "I did."
There it is. We are out of time, and we're going to have to let people weigh in on that online. Thank you for